hardy paddler and a really, really tough competitor. And she proved that today, picking up the bronze medal.
So the men's kayak doubles over 1,000 meters, same distance, of course. And there you can see the predominance of Germany. Martin Hiller and Thomas Grossmann, who recently won the world title over in Canada. And this is a meeting of talent because Germany, they won the recent World Championships. They're in 5. Hungary next to them, they were 3rd in Dartmouth in Canada. The Italians in 7, they were the runners-up, and Denmark were 4th. So I guess we have to look at 5, 6, 7, and 8 as being the key lanes, but no disrespect to the Norwegians over in lane 1, who will be furthest away from you, and the Johnson boys for Great Britain.
Yeah, fantastic to see these two that competed against each other and with each other from the canoe club in Chelmsford, and great to see also their sister Melissa will be racing later on in the 5,000 meters. They've competed at Junior World Championships together, these two, and now great to see them in a major senior final. Dan, of course, in the front of that boat, had a good race getting himself into the A final, taking 8th place yesterday in the K1 1,000 meter Olympic event.
So there are the world champions. The European champions, just out of interest, were Germany also a year ago. That was Max Hoff, the great Max Hoff, and Jakob Schopf, who already has won the gold medal in the individual K1 men's 500. Samuele Burgo and Andrea Scherer, silver medalists in the World Championships. This is going to be some burn up here in this particular race. A real sense of anticipation. The German boat is the pink boat as ever. Closest to you will be Portugal, Fernando Pimenta and João Duarte. Well, this is Pimento's distance, 1,000 meters, but he's up against it. He's up against very much the best in Europe and to a certain extent the best in the world. So Portugal closest to you, Denmark 2 up, then Italy in the blue kayak, in the black kayak Hungary, and in the pink kayak Germany, and that was as even a start as you'll ever see.
Yeah, good start from everyone, which is good to see. Interesting that we may well see different race plans take effect. I wouldn't be surprised if the Germans get their nose in front early on, as they're doing, and the Italians in the blue boat putting them under pressure in the early phase. But I would think Germans, full of confidence, will probably try and dominate this race.
Yeah, Germany with the Spanish, who are always quick starters, and that's Francisco Cubelos and Inigo Pena, who are to their immediate left. They're just about in second place at the moment. The Portuguese just out of picture there. That was an uncharacteristically slow start, but they may come back a little later on. This is 1,000 meters as we come to the end of the first quarter. So now they've found their rhythm. Second quarter, establishing their place in the race.
That's right, and trying to get as much from each stroke as possible in order to conserve energy. The Italians, they're just moving out on pitch and look very, very dynamic, but using quite a lot of energy there. Whereas look at the Germans, they're smooth. Look at the rotation of their bodies. They just extend from every stroke, getting that little bit more. But don't discount the Spanish in the white boat next to them. They're very good in crew boats. They've already been medalists in the K4 1000 in this event. So, you know, they're just settled there. You can see the stroke rate go down, and they'll expect to be there towards the finish.
Hungary a little bit off the pace, to say the least, and certainly the third quarter they're going to have a lot of work to do as Germany seek clear water over their rivals. Spain and Italy are chasing them hard. Half distance, Germany with the edge over Italy, Spain, and then beginning to improve also Denmark. Out of your picture at the moment, there you can just see the bow of their kayak coming into the picture. And with them, Portugal, and those two now beginning to show their best pace. Hungary languishing at the moment, and 2 from the top of your picture, the Johnson boys from Great Britain, not entirely out of this.
They are absolutely putting themselves in contention, which is the right thing to do. Real mature racing from them. Paul Darby-Darman cycling alongside them would be delighted with their performance so far. But at the World Championships, this is where the Germans just pulled away. They had clear water from everyone else. It's not going quite their way at the moment. The Spanish are picking up, but we'll have to watch in the last quarter whether or not these two pick up the stroke rate once again.
So Germany, 250 metres to go. Germany leading from Spain, Italy in the bronze medal position. And it's the bronze medal which is really under threat. Germany now really accelerating as they through the 200-metre point. And now watch the Hungarians. They have suddenly turned the turbos on. But have they left it too late here? Because there are 4 boats, 3 medals. Germany, Spain on the far side, closest due in blue. That's Italy, the black boat of Hungary. Germany, they're standing and they're cheering the home fans here. 40 metres to go, and it is the Germans, Martin Hiller and Thomas Grossmann, who are stretching out to the line to take the gold medal. The world champions bidding to hold the European title for Germany, and they've done it from Spain, from Italy and Hungary. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then very, very close after that came Serbia and Great Britain.
Yeah, fantastic performance from Great Britain. They'll be delighted just to be outside the top 5 in a major event, and goodness me, what a final that was. These two absolutely dominated a couple of weeks ago at the World Championships. They didn't quite have it so easy this time round because the 2 in picture there, Cubelos and Peña, great crew boat paddlers from Spain, really put them under pressure. The Germans might have sensed that the Italians and the Hungarians were coming late, but they had enough to use that long, smooth stroke, that togetherness, that harmony to keep their noses in front.
Well, that's canoe sprint racing at its very best, and that's why we love the 1,000 metres. It's not so popular at the big championships anymore, but this is quite a race.
You're absolutely right, and what happens here in 1,000 metres is stories develop, so the International Federation must keep the 1,000-metre racing going in these major events. This was no longer Olympics, sadly. It'll be the 500 metres at the next Olympics, but the 1,000-metre K2 is an exciting race. Wonderful to see the likes of the Italians and the Hungarians coming late. Remind me of Rossi and Bonamy back in the 1990s coming for a late charge, but the Germans were just too good for them.
Yeah, and the Hungarians just gave away far too much ground, so to speak, in the first 2 quarters, the first half of the race.
That's right, and you can't afford to do that against such a quality crew as Martin Hiller and Thomas Grossmann. You know, they are fantastic. They're big, they're strong, they work well together in a crew boat. They're smooth, and they're also full of confidence, having won the World Championships, and now another gold medal to add to their collection.
Spain, really good effort there from Francisco Cubelos and Inigo Peña. They gave the Germans a really good fight and a charge pretty well all the way down the regatta course. The Italians were there or thereabouts, but again, that extra gear wasn't there when it was needed, but they have got the bronze. And there, Serbia in 5th place, United Kingdom, very respectable in 6th, ahead of Denmark, who will be disappointing having finished only 4th. And Portugal